Hi Stampers, this is Sarah with StinkingCuteCards.com, and I have the first of November's Hostess Club cards for you today. We're using some fun different products. We're using the Stitch with Cheer stamp set. I love how the Christmas Joy and the Merry and Bright coordinate with that banner framelit set. We are also using that Stitched Shapes special that we used that came out here in November, and unfortunately we have sold out of our stock so quickly that it has been placed on a temporary hold ahead of the schedule. If you did not get a chance to get this coordinating framelit, simply email me and I can put you on a list, and I will email you and let you know as soon as it becomes available. And I believe the next availability is going to be June 1st. But regardless, make sure that you go ahead and email me and I can put you on a list. And the nice part about that Stitched Shapes dies is that it coordinates with the layering circles and the layering squares and the layering ovals. So more bang for your buck. So those are some of the products that we're going to be using today, as well as some of this fun Candy Cane Lane Designer Series paper. It is just a real fun designer paper for Christmas, so we are going to do that. Okay then, I had assumed I had put all of the little pets out. Kitty, you have to go outside. Excuse me. Now that all the distractions have been eliminated, let's go ahead and get this little card started. Let me tell you what the supplies that you're going to need, the cutting sizes. You're going to need a piece of cardstock cut at 4 1/4 by 11 inches, scored at 5 1/2 and 2 3/4, and that is going to give you that little Z fold. It's going to look just like that. You're going to need a piece of the crumb cake, 4 inches by 5 1/4, a piece of Whisper White, that's 5 inches by 3 3/4, a scrap of the designer paper to go ahead and cut with that framelit. I've already cut the Real Red layering circle one for you already. You're going to need a piece of cardstock. It is, let me think about this. This is 3 3/4 by 2 1/4. This one is 2 1/2 by 4 inches. So those, and this is crumb cake in white. And then you just need a scrap to go ahead and stamp your saying on it. We're going to go ahead and get that started. So let's go ahead and use the Merry and Bright with the Early Espresso. Go ahead and get that started, and then I am going to run that through the Big Shot and die cut that with the framelit. You're going to go ahead and use the saying of choice. I like wishing you a fabulous year filled with good cheer. This set has got some really nice sayings. So let's go ahead and stamp that. And once that's dry, we're just going to go ahead and layer a bunch of things. We're just going to add the Whisper White to the crumb cake. And then go ahead and add the crumb cake to the inside of my Real Red. Dot, 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 not a lot with that green glue, but the beauty of it is that it will hold forever. Your cards will not require some assembly required when it gets to your recipient's place. So then what we need to do is, this one needs to be run through the Cable Knit Sweater folder. If you don't have this folder, I would highly recommend it. It's one of our textured folders. It is wonderful. It gives you a nice, sharp, thick, embossed piece of paper. And then this one I'm going to run through the Big Shot so that I have the circle. And we'll run this one through the Big Shot with the coordinating banner. All right, so just a couple of quick tips. Don't forget, when you're using the Cable Knit Sweater, you only use one of the plastic mats versus two. Don't sandwich it top and bottom. You just want plastic on the top because that embossing folder is that much thicker. The Merry and Bright, and then these are the stitched framelits, and what I have found is sometimes they kind of get stuck in there. So what I found that works really well for myself is just to take my fingernail and kind of run it around the inside of that. It pops it off without wrecking your image or your paper. So let's go ahead and get that started or finished up. We're just going to add the cable knit to the crumb cake. That's another reason I use this this green glue, is because it does work really well when you're using any textured pieces like the cable knit or anything that's embossed. I'm just going to add that right to the front. Now the trick is I've taken the Candy Cane Lane paper and I have cut out one of the houses using my paper snips from this paper, and that's going to be the front. And we will just go ahead and add some dimensionals there. Attach that to our piece. Add that right here. And then I'm going to use two more dimensionals. And then I'm just going to add this to the front of my house. It's going to go right there like that. You could use dimensionals if you wanted to. That's entirely up to you. We're going to attach that circle to our pre-done. The beauty of this green glue is that you do have a few seconds to wiggle it around if you need to. But then once it's down, it is down, and good luck moving it. You can't. So that is just the start of our little image. Now the other trick is you don't want to put adhesive all the way around the back of that one. You only want it on the left side of your image, lest your card be unopenable. And I'm just going to hold that there, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. And that is the card. Now the other thing that I can do is you can always dress it up just a little bit more. We're going to go ahead and use some of that Wink of Stella, and we're just going to frost sparkle. I don't know if you can see that real well. Add a little bit of shimmer, kind of fun. Great way, inexpensive, to add some sparkle to your card. So that is it, really fast and quick. It's a fun little Z-fold, doesn't require a lot of effort, just a minimal amount of supplies, and I truly think you could probably do 50 of these for Christmas in no time at all. If you need any of these supplies, feel free to contact me at www.stinkingcutecards.com. And remember, the stitched shapes have already sold out, so if you would like to be on the waiting list and receive an email from me when these become available, please let me know. Again, stinkingcutecards.com. Thanks.